What's going on, Unbox Nation? Hope you guys are doing great as always. In today's video, we will be unboxing and reviewing Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 Plus and comparing Samsung Tab S8 versus Tab S7. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell button for future tech content. In the box, we have Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 Plus itself, and right away you can see what a beautiful device Galaxy Tab S7 Plus is, just like Galaxy Tab S8 Plus. Inside the box, there's also Samsung S Pen, which by the way comes included with Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 Plus, and you don't have to splurge extra cash on it. If you decide to go with the Tab S8, unfortunately, the S Pen does not come included with the tablet, and only Tab S8 Plus and Tab S8 Ultra will have them included in the box. Tab S7 will also have 25-watt charging brick included, but unfortunately Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 series will no longer come with power brick inside the box. Samsung says it's because they want to minimize the impact their products have on the environment, but I think it's just a marketing move. They're stealing from Apple to make you spend more money on their devices. And personally, instead of included manuals in a box who nobody uses, I'd rather see a power brick. All of the models of Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 and Tab S8 come with USB-C charging cable and SIM/SD card ejector tool. The front of the Tab S7 Plus is made of glass. The sides are aluminum and have a polished chrome-like look. The rear is also aluminum, which means casing is made of a solid piece of aluminum. Tab S7 Plus and Tab S8 Ultra design is almost the same, if not identical. Besides, Tab S8 Ultra series comes with a cutout notch for the front-facing camera and slimmer bezels. Tab S8 and Tab S8 Plus looks identical. The materials are top-notch and fitted together perfectly. There are no gaps anywhere. However, since the back side of the tablet is made out of aluminum, it is a fingerprint magnet. Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 Plus measures 11.25 inches in height by 7.3 inches in width by 0.2 inches in depth and weighs 1.3 pounds. These dimensions make Tab S7 Plus reasonably light. It's also impressively thin. However, being thin and light does not mean the tablet feels cheap. It's quite the opposite. It feels extremely premium, especially with the brushed metal sides. Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 versus Tab S7 has very minor size differences, where Tab S8 has 9.99 inches in height by 5.1 inches in width and 0.25 inches in depth and weighs 1.11 pounds. Galaxy Tab S8 Plus comes with 11.2 inches in height by 7.28 inches in width by 0.22 inches in depth, and it weighs 1.25 pounds. Tab S8 Ultra comes with 12.85 inches in height by 8.21 inches in width by 0.22 inches in depth and weighs 1.6 pounds. Galaxy Tab S7 Plus comes in three colors that Samsung offers: Mystic Black, like the one we have here today, Mystic Bronze, and Mystic Silver, where Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 comes in a graphite, which is a lot like Mystic Black, Silver, and Pink Gold, or what I would call bronze, and Tab S8 Ultra only comes in graphite. Guys, comment down below in which color would you choose your Tab S7 Plus, in Mystic Black, Mystic Bronze, or Mystic Silver. The top edge of the Tab S7 Plus, when in landscape, holds the screen lock/power button, volume toggle, microphone, and we also have SIM/memory card tray. An 8 megapixel front-facing camera with an f2.0 aperture sits on top of your screen when Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 Plus is in landscape mode, and 12 megapixels on Tab S8 and Tab S8 Plus. Tab S8 Ultra has two 12 megapixel front-facing cameras. Samsung was smart enough to put the front-facing cameras on the long edge of the screen, so when you're using it in a keyboard case, the camera is on the top, not the side, just like a laptop, which is a great placement for conducting video calls. The Tab S7 Plus 8 megapixels is impressive. It offers great colors and has a good level of detail. It also deals well with exposure. an area that selfie cameras tend to struggle with, especially on a tablet. This 8 megapixel camera is more than enough for an average consumer. The USB 3.2 Type-C port located on the right side that can either charge or provide a data connection. The Tab S7 Plus 4 speakers tuned by AKG with Dolby Atmos technology are placed on each corner, meaning you can achieve stereo sound in either landscape or portrait mode. With a maximum volume of 96 dB, audio is loud, but even at the highest volume, the speakers are very clear and rich enough to avoid distortion during moments of high bass. They make the device very well suited for watching films or playing games. No one buys a tablet primarily to listen to music on, but you could on Samsung Tab S7 Plus, because these AKG speakers sound fantastic. They are so good that it's almost enough for me to forgive Samsung for not including a headphone jack. I'm pretty sure they're one of the best speakers on the tablet, if not the best, obviously after Tab S8 Ultra. At the bottom, there's a smart connector to which you can attach Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 Plus accessories like Samsung keyboard cover. Smart connector is also used to power the keyboard. So basically, Tab S7 has everything you need but a headphone jack. Guys, smash that like button if you agree with me that Tab S7 Plus has impressive thin design, great placement of the front camera, and amazing stereo sounding speakers by AKG. The display is the main attraction of these tablets. Tab S7 Plus comes with Super AMOLED display. Bezels are present on the edges and are larger than Tab S8 Ultras, but about as small as you would want on a tablet that you have to handle in portrait and landscape orientation. It's a 2800 by 1752 pixel display with HDR10 Plus and 120Hz refresh rate. Samsung used the same AMOLED panels for both the Galaxy Tab S8 Plus and Tab S8 Ultra. As for Galaxy Tab S7 Plus, Galaxy Tab S8, however, has a TFT display. These devices also feature 120Hz refresh rate, but the size and the display resolution are different. Starting with the smaller Tab S8, which has 11-inch display with 1600 by 2560 pixels, and largest display on the Tab S8 Ultra, which has 14.6 inches with 1848 by 2960 pixels. The 120Hz panel means content on these screens look exceptionally smooth, whether you will be browsing the web, watching YouTube, or playing games. The screens have a liquid flow that is easy to get used to. Viewing angles are very good too. You won't have issues seeing content on the display outside on a sunny day, because the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus screen illuminates to 430 nits. The 16 by 10 aspect ratio strikes a nice balance between a tablet and a laptop friendly use. The panel is very sharp, which makes it easy to see the smallest details in videos and photos. It is also very saturated. You will find your eyes easily drawn to every object, whether it is in the web pages or apps. The display is protected with Corning Gorilla Glass 3 on the Tab S7 Plus, where Galaxy Tab S8 series have stronger Corning Gorilla Glass 5. Embedded in the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus display is a fingerprint sensor for logging in. It is pretty quick, however, not as reliable as I would like it to be. There is also a facial recognition login via the IR camera, which you'll probably use most of the time, and use the fingerprint sensor as a backup, or vice versa, and when one or the other might be acting up. I love that Samsung provided both options for us. However, I would prefer Tab S7 Plus to have the fingerprint sensor on the power button, just like on Galaxy Tab S7 or Galaxy Tab S8. In my opinion, it's just more responsive and has a better placement overall. Located on the back of the Tab S7 Plus, in the top left corner is a main dual camera with a 13 megapixels and f2.0 aperture and 5 megapixels f2.2 aperture ultra-wide lens. Samsung Galaxy Tab S8, Galaxy Tab S8 Plus, and Tab S8 Ultra come with dual 13-megapixel f2.0 aperture main camera and 6-megapixels f2.2 ultra-wide lens. Out front, Galaxy Tab S8 and Tab S8 Plus have dual 12-megapixel f2.4 aperture ultra-wide camera, where Galaxy Tab S7 Plus has single 8-megapixel f2.0 aperture front-facing camera like mentioned before, and Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra comes with two dual 12-megapixel wide and ultra-wide cameras. If we take a closer look at the glass strip, which is a dedicated magnetic charger for the S Pen, but where the cameras is also located on the Tab S7 Plus, you'll notice the camera bump is raised by 1.25 millimeters, which means the tablet doesn't sit exactly flush when you lay it down on a table, but it is so small that it is barely noticeable. The 13-megapixel lens takes excellent pictures with good depth of field and great color accuracy, and you can even take 4K videos just like on Galaxy Tab S8 series, although at only 30 frames per second. The ultra-wide lens also performs well, although you might notice some loss of details. Thanks to an LED flash, which is also useful when scanning documents, the rear cameras also perform an adequate job in the low light. However, in the low light, test shots might have some edge noise along with lens flares. But let's be honest, how many people will use the tablet to take pictures with when most smartphones will perform way better? And although Galaxy Tab S8 series cameras may have better specs on paper, I have nothing to complain about when it comes to the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 Plus cameras. Just like Tab S8, Galaxy Tab S7 S Pen attaches to the magnetic strip pretty sturdy, but the magnet is not the strongest and it still may detach when tossed into a backpack or a case. Since the S Pen sits behind the tablet, keep in mind that you might lose it without realizing it since it's out of sight. Also, the S Pen will only charge when the tip of the pen is pointing in the camera's direction. Samsung revamped the S Pen, making it most responsive and accurate S Pen ever on a Galaxy Tab S8, so artists can feel instant feedback as they drag it across the screen. Tab S8 S Pen comes with impressive 2.8 milliseconds of latency, where Tab S7 S Pen is a bit slower at 9 milliseconds of latency. Although I doubt that an average consumer would be able to tell a difference without knowing these stats. Tab S7 Plus S Pen is a bit thicker, 8.2 millimeters by 144.8 millimeters in length. It weighs 8 grams. Tab S8 S Pen is slimmer, only 8.13 millimeters. And although it has the same length, 144.8 millimeters, it weighs by 1 gram more, coming in at 9 grams. The tip of both of the S Pens is significantly thinner and softer than the Apple Pencil and offers a little bit more of a drag, therefore to make writing on the display feel more natural. Although Tab S7 S Pen is not the fastest, it has no problem keeping up with fast swipes and rapid taps as you browse the internet or jot down notes in the notepad. Aside from being great for making handwritten notes, sketching, and designing, because the S Pen is Bluetooth enabled, it can also be used to unlock your tablet with the press of a button on its side. It will translate text simply by hovering it over a word, and you can control on-screen pages and scrolling using gestures and much more. Unlike Apple's pricey $129 pencil, Samsung includes its S Pen in a box with the Tab S7 Plus and the Tab S8 Plus. The S Pen is pretty incredible, and once you use it, you will not want to stop. Guys, smash that like button if you also think it's great that Samsung includes the S Pen with the Tab S7 or Tab S8 series, and you don't have to buy it like Apple Pencil. In US, only Tab S8 Plus could be bought in the LTE option, and S8 Ultra and S8 comes in Wi-Fi version only, where Tab S7 Plus comes in Wi-Fi version with Bluetooth or 5G LTE version depending on the model you choose. Tab S7 Plus comes with 10,090 mAh battery just like Galaxy Tab S8 Plus, but Tab S8 Ultra has a whopping 11,200 mAh battery, and Galaxy Galaxy Tab S8 only 8000 mAh battery. Also, none of the Tab S8s come with a fast charging 25-watt charger in a box, which could be a deal breaker for some of you like I mentioned before. Samsung claims the battery life on a Tab S7 Plus will last between 14 and 15 hours. However, battery life largely depends on the way you utilize your S7 Plus. For typical tablet stuff like reading books or articles, browsing the web, watching video, playing games, the Tab S7 Plus has no trouble lasting 10 to 12 hours. However, if you plan to utilize your Tab S7 Plus as a laptop and intend to use the DeX mode, the battery life will drop significantly. Both 7 and 8 series tablets support fast charging at 45 watts. There is no wireless charge support available on both devices, and since the Tab S7 Plus only ships with a 25-watt charger, the S7 Plus requires close to 4 hours for a full charge. So it's best to leave the Tab S7 Plus charging overnight. Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 Plus comes with Snapdragon 865 Plus and Adreno 650 GPU. Samsung offers the tablet in 128GB /6 GB, 256 GB /8 GB, and 512 GB /8 GB storage RAM configurations. All three Tab S8s, including Ultra, comes with Snapdragon 8 Generation 1 and Adreno 730 GPU. Samsung offers the tablets in 128GB /8 GB, 256 GB /8 GB, 256 GB /12 GB storage RAM configurations. However, only Ultra comes with 512GB internal storage and can be optioned to have 12GB RAM or 16GB RAM. Tab S7 series and Tab S8 support up to an additional 1TB of external storage with a microSD card. Although Samsung Tab S7 Plus does not have the fastest processor, it never showed any slowdown or lag when switching between multiple apps or running multiple tabs in the browser. Guys, comment down below which series of the Galaxy tablet would you go with, and which memory and RAM configuration would you choose, and why. Out of the box, the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus came with Android 10 One UI 2.5, which brought some major updates to the Android, like live syncing between Samsung devices and PCs. Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra out of the box boots One UI 4.0 based on Android 12. Samsung has promised up to 4 years of major software updates for its devices. This means the Tab S8 Ultra will get major updates up to Android 16, while the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus will get major updates up to Android 14 at best. As I said before, Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 Plus features Snapdragon 865, which is an octa-core CPU that comes with 4 by 1.8 GHz cores, 3 by 2.4 GHz cores, and 1 by 2.84 GHz core to allow you to quickly multitask between apps and get anything done at a blink of an eye. Thanks to a lightning fast processor, you can run a handful of benchmarking apps with no issues. On Geekbench 5, the Tab S7 Plus scored 951 on a single core score and 3117 on a multi-core score, and showcased smooth performance across the board. That score is pretty close to the newest Galaxy Tab S8 devices, where Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra scores 1158 on a single core and 3195 multi-core score. Snapdragon 865 chipset on a Tab S7 Plus, the big screen combined with its 120Hz refresh rate and the AKG speakers with Dolby Atmos technology offer an immersive and seamless gaming experience. I tested the tablet with Asphalt 9 Legends and PUBG Mobile and didn't encounter a single hiccup, and the 120Hz display means you'll never see any lag or dropped frames, and I'm sure Tab S8 Plus and Tab S8 Ultra provide the same or even better experience, considering that they are powered by newest Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 and Adreno 730 GPU. One minus when it comes to gaming on Tab S7 Plus is the size. Holding the tablet in the hands for an extended period of time is not that comfortable, and considering the Tab S8 Ultra is even larger, this might be a huge minus for those specifically looking to game on Tab S7 Plus or Tab S8 Ultra. Guys, smash that like button if you think gaming on Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 Plus or Tab S8 Ultra would be an awesome experience. Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 Plus is full of useful features. Some of my favorite ones are Air Actions. The Air Actions can be accessed via sidebar menu that floats along the right edge of the screen. Since English is my second language, I find particularly useful the Translate feature. Once you hit the Translate icon, a pop-up bar will pop out in the top right corner, and when you select languages to translate from and to, all you have to do is hover the S Pen over the word and the tab will translate it for you. Live captions is a handy feature in case you have a hearing impairment or just don't want to disturb those around you by having them listen to what you are watching or listening to on your tablet. Live captions can be enabled by simply hitting the volume rocker, clicking on three dots at the top of the volume bar, and hitting what seems to be a keyboard icon in the top left corner. Once enabled, the Tab S7 Plus will automatically display subtitles once the speech will be detected on your tablet. Guys, comment down below which features will be most used by you. Thank you very much for watching my video about Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 Plus, guys. If you found this video helpful or just enjoyed it anyway, please hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm to push our video to the top so we can be helpful to many other viewers interested in this device. If you're new to our channel, please subscribe and don't forget to smash the bell button to be notified for future awesome helpful content.